Hello, this is Ciacca and welcome back to our Twinsmusic channel. I've been asked to talk about the commonly used chord progression 2-5-1. As you may know, this very common harmonic structure is not something that was invented by jazz musicians. It is something that we find in classical music at least since Bach and Handel time, the beginning of the Baroque period going into the classical era. Here are some of the examples of 2-5-1s. Here's Handel Lascia che io pianga. That's a perfect 2-5-1 cadenza, which is basically a turnaround. 2-5-1 stays for chord number 2 in the diatonic scale, chord number 5, and chord number 1. So where's this harmonic progression comes from? It comes from the turnaround 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. So basically is a truncated turnaround. The 5-1 cadence is the perfect cadence, is one of the 4 cadences that we use in classical music. We call it perfect because it closes perfectly the tonality from the dominant to the tonic, 5-1. But we have 3 more. We have the suspended cadence that ends on the 5 chord. We have the Plagal Cadence that goes from 1 to 4 and back to 1. And finally, we have the disguised cadence, which is a cadence that closes on the 6th chord instead of 1 chord. So we have 1, 5, 6. In Bach's most important educational work, the Well-Tempered Clavier, we find a perfect cadenza, perfect turnaround, 1-6-2-5, at the beginning of every prelude. For example, the first one in C major. 1, 2, 5, 1. We find in every prelude, C sharp major, we have the C minor prelude, 1, 2, 5, 1. If we want to understand what 2-5-1 stands for, we have to move from the Roman numeral analysis of harmony. So in diatonic harmony we have 1 chord, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and back to 1. We have to move from the Roman numerals to the functional harmony. So where we call the different chords on the diatonic scale tonic, parallel subdominant, parallel dominant, subdominant, dominant, parallel tonic, and a dominant chord without the root, and back to the tonic. So, as you just noticed, we call the 2 chords parallel subdominant, because in fact, the 2 chord is nothing else than an inversion of the 4 chords. So if we were to play, for example, F6, okay, F major 6, if we move the 6th on the bass, we obtain the D minor 7. So the D minor 7 is nothing but a F6 with a 6 on bass. So the 2 chord is nothing but the 4 chord with the 6 on bass. So when we talk about 2-5-1, we really talk about 4-5-1. So we're really talking about the perfect cadenza. 4-5-1. Okay? So when we are going to practice this 2-5-1, let's be mindful that although we think we play the 2nd chord, we are really playing the 4th chord, the 4-5-1. Same thing in minor. Barry Harris told me once that Thelonious Monk always told him that the F diminished chord, in the case of Around Midnight, the A F diminished, the A minor 7 flat 5, was nothing but a C minor 6 with a 6 on bass. Again, the 2, in this case, in the key of G minor, the 2 will be A minor 7 flat 5, is nothing but a C minor 6 with the 6 on the bass. So let's be mindful when we practice our 2-5-1s that we're really dealing with 4-5-1s. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this little presentation. Please subscribe to our channel and send me messages for future topics, and have a great practice.